Welcome to, sadly, what is the last of the lockdown shows, but don't get too sad because this episode is sponsored by Stereo. Now, we did a few stereos a while back, and lots of you have said, can you bring back the stereo? So right after this episode, you can interact with us live on Stereo, download the app. There's a linky thingy in the thingy-thom-bob thing, and we can connect.
And we can bring sexy back and bring stereo back. But don't worry, like Chris said, this is the last one in this current guise.
Yes.
We will be doing bi-monthly or monthly, probably monthly, because things are kicking off big time and the world is getting good again. So it's time for the news.
It's time for the bloody news.
The news.
This is the news.
This
is
the
news.
So this week, the major news was Triumph's launch of the TE1 project in partnership with Williams Engineering, the F1 people, and Integral, who build the motors, and Warwick University. Those four guys had massive input, massive financial backing from the government because it's electricity. So, and they debuted the Triumph TE1, which Mr. John Hogan, aka Grant Mitchell, went to Hinckley and had a little perusal of. Not much to peruse. What do you reckon, though? Big figures.
If it does what it says on the tin, then fair play.
Yeah.
Let's just hope you can pull into a petrol station and charge it up.
As John touched on, that's again we talk about it this time, but the sticking point is the infrastructure. There isn't an infrastructure at the moment, and you know, I think if you can get an hour and a half riding, then I think that's enough to make it viable.
As long as you can get to your destination or get home.
Yes. So as a commuter, yes.
So it's half of that distance, really, because you don't really want to be stuck, do you? Like, oh, mate, can I borrow your plug socket for 9 hours?
But it does look good. I think, you know, I hope it, obviously the prototype makes the final product. The numbers are good, and I truly believe that with all those partners in there, this is a proper effort. This isn't just some manufacturer going, oh look, we built an electric bike to appease the Greta fans and other things. But I honestly think this will be a peach, whether or not it turns out to be. It's probably a very expensive peach. That's the problem.
Like a nectarine.
Is that an expensive peach?
I prefer them.
Do you?
Yeah. It's so much. I like the sour. I like sour and bitter. Hot off the press, we've been fined. We're going to prison, and this was on the trendy video, which you haven't actually probably seen.
No,
sorry. We did get fined on our hire bikes, our press bikes, for going in a bus lane, which is just a fucking joke, isn't it? We're on fucking motorbikes, for God's sake, causing no congestion, wafting through EU5, lovely, not taking up the road, and we get a fine from the Bristol Wanks station.
I think it's the only bus lane in Bristol, apparently, that you can't ride a motorcycle in. I mean,
is there adequate sign? Why can't you ride a fucking motorcycle there?
I'm not being funny, but I know that. Okay, I haven't been through that particular road in 6 months, so they've obviously changed it recently. But there wasn't adequate signage for us to spot that it changed, you know. And to be fair, there was loads of cars following us and us following anyway, so they must make a mint. 180 quid they wanted. Okay, it's half if we pay within 30 days. Oh, thank you! What a fucking bargain! I mean,
well, we've only got one of 3 fines through so far, haven't we?
We've had 2.
Oh, we've had 2 now.
We've had 2. Yeah, we're Indian and Ducati, so only BMW to go.
Well, I was on that, so
yeah,
I'm not paying. But yeah, fuck you, bus lanes. And there's no one on the bus anyway. No one's allowed on. Is anyone even allowed on a bus at the moment?
Yeah.
The people are allowed on. People. Hang on. People are allowed on buses.
Yeah.
But you can't go and get your fucking haircut.
No.
For fuck's sake. Control delete. It's a very PC thing for you.
Oh shit.
Oh, you just deleted everything.
Breaking news today: the Suez Canal has been blocked by a massive container ship. And I hear you at home going, well, what's that got to do with anything? Well, 90% of the world's goods come down that canal.
Yeah, I would question 90%, but a shitload.
A shitload, including motorcycles. So not only have we got hashtag...
Well, Japanese, I would have thought you would have come the other way round.
I don't know the routes. I'm not au fait on the routes.
Google Map it.
Yeah, quickest... Well, anyway.
Waze. I hate Waze.
Anyway. But yes, it's not looking good. Obviously, it's a news story and it's gone absolutely nuts everywhere. So it's probably just made up anyway. Just to let the manufacturers take a little bit more time, and Brexit get a little bit more time, and everything else take a little bit more time, so we can't get our bikes in time.
And it's just to clarify, it's not that they're all on that one boat.
No, it's not. It's not the world stock is.
No,
the UK stock is on that boat.
It's obviously stopping the rest of them getting through.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's the Suez Canal. So the other one, because for some reason I was assuming Panama Canal, which is the South North America one, which is why I was thinking going the other way around. But yeah, you're completely correct.
Yeah, I know. Now, today and this week marks Autism Awareness Week, and I think it's safe to say, like the what's the contact? No, the rule of five. No, what do you call it? We always know
rule
someone.
Of 6.
No, not rule of 6. What's the?
I think it is. 6 degrees of separation.
6 degrees of separation.
Oh, the rule of 6 is Boris Johnson's.
Yeah.
Scotch egg thing.
Yeah. But we all know someone or someone who is affected by.
I'm on the spectrum. Surprise, surprise.
Oh yeah. I'll just carry on in a minute.
All right. I can't help it. I'm on the spectrum.
We all know someone with autism or someone who has been affected by autism in some way, so we thought we'd give it a mention, and so did our mate R6 Sparky, who sent us a picture of this rather fetching R6 with Autism Awareness Week on it.
So, hot off the press, almost literally. Is our brand new Rst Suits for 2021. Now, what do you think of those? So these are the V4.1 airbag suits, and they're looking rather delicious.
Oh, they are absolutely beautiful.
And they smell nice. Well, they smell a lot better than my old one.
Yes, well, anyone's old suit for that matter. Mine smells like cat piss. Literally smells like a cat has walked in and pissed on it for about.
To be fair, that's not far off what your jacket smells like.
Well,
now.
true. I mean, you know, you're the same. So.
I know, but we haven't washed these for 10 weeks.
11 weeks.
11.
But yes, I am. This is the first suit that I've ever had that I don't know. I looked at it and I was like, do I wear it or do I make love to it? I don't know. I love it so much. I genuinely like. This is.
I think
shout out to Zoe for the design and obviously to everyone at RSC for making it happen. But that I think you'll find mine's the best suit anyway by a long way. So you know.
I think you should make love to it.
Yeah.
And I think we should film it. Hopefully we won't be needing the airbags this year, because last year was a little bit crashy.
Yes.
For me, certainly, anyway.
Well, for everyone. everyone
Has Boothie got airbags?
Oh, we've got breaking news as well. Breaking news.
Boothie hasn't broken something else?
Yes.
Fuck off. Has he? Are you shitting me?
No. He broke his finger.
How does he do that?
Trials every day.
Oh, fucking hell. That's the 3. It comes in 3s, doesn't it?
So you had 2 crashes?
No, he's broken 3.
Okay,
he's had 3 incidents.
Yeah. He didn't even crash.
Has he got like, has he got like an illness, like brittle bone disease?
No.
No. Fuck. Which one? Which finger?
I don't know.
One of them.
Yeah.
And now this is spectacular news. This is news that we all want to know about because it's about us, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And this is going back to the Budget Bike Battle 5. So this is the scooters, the C1, and the whatever that thing is.
The sidecar, Chris. It's a sidecar.
Okay, but no, but it's not just called a sidecar.
Piaggio.
Okay, Piaggio.
Piaggio X9.
Yes, that one. And we've been hinting that Boothie is going to join us on that. So we're going to go live to him now. And Boothie, can you show us what you bought, please?
Boothie?
Yes, I'm here, and that's right. BBB number 5 is going to be a big, fat three-way. Yep, Boothie's getting involved in the action. And because I've spent most of the last 6 months in and out of hospital with various broken limbs, and you never know when you'll break another one, I thought it'd be best if I searched for something reasonably accessible for my first ever budget bike battle steed. So that's exactly what I did.
This is it, ladies and gents. My attempt at budget bike battle glory. The Piaggio Nippy. I didn't really know what a Nippy was until I started looking for these things, but yeah, when I saw it, I thought I've got to have one of them. The back door latch, look, lovely. Put the back door down so I can get out. Smashing. Now, if you were a wheelchair user, you could, you know, handily make use of that. If you were genuinely in a wheelchair, what better way to get around than one of them? And it looks fantastic, doesn't it? I mean, look, that is the best looking budget bike battle bike ever. And then when we want to shut the back door, here's the lever. Lovely, get that locked in. Perfect. When you parked in a parking space like this, it can sometimes be a little bit difficult to get out. So we turn that on, undo the handbrake, and reverse out of it. Turn reverse off, drive out. Fantastic. It's as easy as that. It really is. I think everybody should have one of these.
So that's probably, I mean, that's got to be the shittest out of all the bikes, isn't it?
I think it's definitely the shittest, but he's paid...
He paid most for it.
No, he didn't.
Didn't he?
No.
How much did you pay for it?
$12.50.
How much did you pay for yours?
1,500.
900 quid.
Looks like it, mate.
Mine looks amazing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, because you've had a wrap done to it that costs hundreds of pounds.
It was free. Anyway, so yes, bit of an update on that because again, obviously, we're desperate to go, but this whole
gagging
thing has put a bit of the brakes on it. So we're now just going to be in the UK, and we're going to do it as soon as we're allowed to go, and we're going to go and visit basically the shittest places in the UK and have a crap holiday. So
I mean, similar to what we're going to do anyway, but we have to be realistic. We're not sure if we can get into Ireland yet, so we're just going to play it by ear. But we aim to do it as soon as possible. I think I want to get it done. I'm excited for this.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's been hanging around,
especially after seeing Boothie's bus.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Are we going to actually install a chair for him, or is he just going to sit in that sort of makeshift one that's been bodged together?
I don't know. I'm not sure of his exact plans, but
because we could get a mobility scooter to dock with it, couldn't we?
Yeah, we could do. Yeah,
that would be pretty
like
good.
A little electric wheelchair.
Yeah, and then we could go down the pub on that because the pubs will be open by then. Oh my gosh.
Can I just give a shout out to my mate Timmy? You know Timmy.
Five Toes.
Yes, Five Toes. He's only got one leg, so they call him Timmy Five Toes. One of my main sponsors throughout my career. One of my a very good old friend as well. He is old, but he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer this week. So yeah,
I love Timmy.
I love Timmy.
He's a good lad.
Yeah. So shout out to Timmy. Stick in there, buddy. You got this. You're a fighter anyway. So.
I'll just do some texting while you're doing that.
Okay, thanks. In other news, the Dakar, guess what, it's still happening. And me and Boothie are still going, hopefully. I think anyone who's tried to do the Dakar will agree that the riding, the navigation, everything, that's not the hardest bit. The hardest bit is finding the money to go. So thank you to so much to those who've donated already via the GoFundMe page, link in description. Just thinking about it now, if everyone watching this video just put £1 in, then we'd be there. Simple as that. So, but yes, thank you to those who've donated already. It'd be amazing if you could chip a quid in and get us there. We've got the Andalusia rally coming up in May, and we will get some proper training vids out in the coming weeks. So yes, thank you, and over and out.
So that is the end of the news.
Not forever though.
No, just a little bit.
Yeah, just for now.
Yeah. This is the news. So jumping back to the stereo thing, we really like doing that. And
It was good fun.
the best thing about it is that you can be in your house and I can be at my house.
That's the way we like it, isn't it?
And we don't have to travel hundreds of miles to be next to each other to use the same equipment.
Or see each other.
Or smell each other.
Yeah. But yes, stereo. So stereo is a live broadcasting app, kind of like a podcast but live. And it's just a really easy way of connecting and putting on a show, really. I mean, obviously you don't get to see our faces. Sometimes that's a good thing. But yeah, I think it's a good concept. We did 3 last time, didn't we?
I've done a few now. I did some with Becky Evans.
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing one with Becky Evans. I've done one with Joe Achilles. So yeah, it's cool. And you can send in little voice notes.
That's what I love about it. It's like a live Q&A or feedback, whatever you want to send in. And we can just press a button and hear your voices. So yeah.
Join us.
Join us.
Right after the show.
I think, are we going to do it every Monday? Well,
Let's try it.
Let's try it.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Let's try it. Why not?
Yeah.
Maybe. I think that's what this is going to turn into until we get the other format
Yes.
of the news. So we could do a news light verbally, and it's just going to be a lot easier to manage for now until we get a proper structure and we have Top Gear's budgets.
You guys are funny.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Well, I'm quite tight with the Rossies, so I was over there having some spaghetti, and
Shocking spaghetti at the ceiling.
yeah, and that was about it, really. Yeah. Do you have another question?
Yeah, let's have some questions.
Hi guys, do you think if Marc Marquez was riding today, he would have won?
No.
Do you guys play any instruments? And what music do you listen to? And Chris, do you listen to the Venga Boys non-ironically?
Oh my god! Every time I walk into Chris's office, it's some shit, cheesy.
It's not shit,
It
mate.
is, mate. It
Mate,
is.
your music taste, out of every single person I know, have known, or ever will know, your music taste is the worst.
What's your favourite Mackey's burger and why is it the Big Tasty?
It's got to be a double cheeseburger. You can't beat a double cheeseburger.
I'm going to go Big Mac.
Yeah.
It depends. It depends what chef has made it, though.
Yeah.
Some of them, and sometimes they oversalt patties.
So if you like the sound of that, don't forget to click the link in the description, download the app, subscribe to us. We're both, there's 44 Teeth and there's Baron Von Grumble. It'll be either or weekly. And then enjoy listening to our beautiful tones. Sorry.
What are you laughing at?
Your face.
Anyway, this week, not only is it a banger for several reasons, but this week we are giving away a very special prize. It's a top-to-toe RST with RI or AGV. So top-to-toe meaning a helmet and RST two-piece leathers or jacket or jeans or anything. So boots,
Adventure
gloves,
kit,
the whole
whatever.
lot. Adventure kit, yeah.
Just not a race suit, basically.
Exactly, just not a one-piece race suit. So anything to do with, like you said, adventure, jacket and jeans combo, anything you like. And all you got to do is let us know, what are we doing?
I think we're just going to do best comment.
Best comment, yeah.
Best comment below this video.
Yeah.
And it
Most like comment?
no, because that could be anything. It might be rude. I think just best comment could be anything.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. So anything we find particularly amusing or poignant. So what have you been up to this week, Ali Wally?
Well, thanks for asking, Chris. Well, this week we kicked off the Monday with a very special trip to Turweston, mine. We went to Turweston, and you were doing some stuff with your buddy, or our friend now, Joe Achilles, who's a...
I don't think he likes you that much.
Okay, right. Well, I definitely don't like you. But anyway, he was doing some stuff with your friends.
Yeah, both our BMW sponsored vehicles.
Yes.
A company car race.
Yeah.
So if you're into that type of thing, go and subscribe to Joe Achilles. He's very good. He can actually drive a car properly rather than a lot of the YouTubers that just put.
And he's a nice bloke. He's not
some
twat with loads of money, with loads of drug money, just going around driving cars and
driving cars
dangerously. Dangerous.
Captain safety.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a bit of drag strip action, and we also brought along to that the glorious new 2021 Panigale V4S. So that's with the new race mode, which was very evident.
Yes, race mode A. So now this is for 2021. If you remember, regular viewers will remember this. So they split race mode. So now you can have race mode A, which is full power, back to what it was before. Pretty much not quite one-to-one, throttle, ride-by-wire, etc. to the rear wheel, but it's pretty close. And it gives that excitement back. Whereas race mode B is a more softer delivery in gears 1 to 3. Or was it 1 to 4? Yeah, 1 to 3. 1 to 3, yeah. We also brought along a very, very naughty TTS supercharged Honda CB1000R. And I mean, the CB1000R, it's a good bike. You know, you literally kick the tyres, you put fuel in, but it's just a bit dull. I know a lot of you guys have seen the social media activity this week. A lot of you guys like the model, and a lot of you guys have the bike. It just seems that it's not super naked, is it? It's
naked.
It's naked.
It's not very super.
Like an average naked, but
like me, really.
Oh, don't put yourself down, mate. I've seen it. Yeah, how to make it interesting?
And tasted it.
How to make it interesting? Wang a supercharger on it. So that's what we did. And here's a montage. And also this week, I've been working on the GSXR 125. We've got less than a week to go to turn it into a race bike for our championship defence in the Freetech 125cc Endurance Championship. It was a road bike less than a week ago, and I went to JHS and went, right, we need to turn this into a race bike, James. Can you do it? And he was, James is like, yeah, of course, mate, we'll do that. Turns out it was a bit trickier than imagined. He's basically ripped the whole bike apart and gone, actually, we can't do that, or we can't do that. And now we've got 3 days before we have to be there for the first test, where we will be riding it. So
we've beefed up the suspension, turned some clicks. It was a joke because we're fat.
You were just about to fart then?
No, I wasn't. I don't need to fart. I've got it all out this morning.
Ready?
Yeah, none left.
I don't.
I was Vesuvius this morning, though.
What's that mean?
It's a volcano. Mount Vesuvius.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I had a really solid shit the last couple of days. Really solid.
That's good for you.
I've been constipated.
Oh wow!
For the first time in years.
Wow. I'm constipated all the time. It's horrible.
So, Chrissy, what have you been up to then? What have you been doing in this week?
I haven't polished as much this week.
No.
I have decided to sort of, you can see it in the distance, well you can't.
I can see it,
I pulled a clutch apart for the first time on one of my yellow bikes, just because why not? It's old enough, doesn't really matter, does it? Get in there, get stuck in, figure it out. And I've already identified a problem, which was clutch plates missing.
Is that why our YouTube channel is spammed to fuck with Aprilia RSVR?
Probably.
Videos? Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, sorry.
There's a tip actually. Don't always look at YouTube videos to tell you how to take clutch apart.
No, you need to listen to people who know. So
Yes.
I actually went on to AP Workshops, Griff, I believe. Many of you guys have been saying you need to get in touch with him. He's the guy that knows all the stuff about Aprilias. So yeah, I've been doing that. I got some new glasses, and actually, I've been defending my mum. This is a really hot, it actually really hurt me, this story.
Did you manage? Anyway, let's you reel the story out because I want to have my 2 pence worth as well.
Okay, I'll just quickly whiz through the story just quickly. So there's a road outside where my mum lives in the high street in this little market town. It's being resurfaced. She's very excited about it, but they have to do the road works in the evenings and overnight because the road's obviously open during the day, which is all very fine. So she was taking some pictures of it for my son, who loves big diggers and trucks and stuff like that. But anyway, one of the guys who was working there decided to take a picture of her, clearly in her house, paste it on a Facebook group saying, because apparently some woman had complained about the noise. Not my mum, didn't take the time to realise, to go, oh, before we take a picture of this person, blame them. So, and it's got like, there's a local group which is like in the town that it got on there anyway, and people were being really hot. Look at her in her ivory tower, fuck off. And my mum got really fucking upset by that. So just as a note though to people generally, please be aware of the consequences, because myself and my brother had to calm her down the whole next day because she was convinced, because they're there for a week, these workmen, she was convinced someone was going to come and knock at her door in the middle of the night and like harm her. And I was like, and she's been locked up for a fucking year. She's 76, and it's like, I stalked him, got his phone number, called him.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, he didn't answer.
Oh.
Look, I understand it's just a brief. First of all, if you're at work, you shouldn't be on fucking Facebook. I understand that the sort of, you can quickly fire something out there and just go, oh, isn't that funny? Oh, I've got a load of likes. But please think about the consequences of doing that. And this goes to everyone. I've been guilty of it in the past as well. I'm sure you have. I'm sure everyone has done something and gone, oh, I didn't actually think about that. So, the internet can be a really dangerous place. So just
horrible place.
Just think for a second before you post something or retweet or anything about potential consequences, because my mum, she's still like shaky about it.
Be kind.
Exactly.
Be kind. That's it. That's a simple message.
Oh, and the Colin Edwards turned up as well, which is big up to Ben from Colt Motorcycles, because he was like, oh, it's not in amazing condition, it's a bit of an older one, it's got high mileage, but it's actually probably one of the best conditioned bikes, apart from that SP2 and that Gixxer. So it's actually one of the worst. It's definitely the best Aprilia I bought recently, and no, it's fantastic. I love it. So thank you, Ben. Just need to get rid of the wavy discs. And it's got an anodized blue top yoke, but that is factory, so I don't know what to do about that. So
talking of that, our mate Scott Chadwick Kelly.
I remember that name.
Do you actually?
No, I thought you were going to talk about I thought you were going to go straight onto the R6 billet.
Oh no. This is Scott. I've ruined that one.
You fucked that segue up, didn't you?
Scott Chadwick Kelly. I mean, we can't show you the picture of it, but what I will say, because obviously this 2021 is the year of the brake lever guards. Now, if you didn't know, every single track day you have to do in England now, you have to have a brake lever guard, and they've made it mandatory across all track day companies and tracks. So anyway, I got this message or the Facebook post from Scott Chadwick Kelly, and his mate of his made a lever guard and adapted the end of it, shall we say, with a phallus and some balls. That is brilliant.
It's pretty good.
We can't show you because we'll get
no. But if you go onto our Facebook page, you can probably find a link through to it somewhere. I mean, on the lever guard thing, look, I don't think it's a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea at all.
But I'm struggling to understand how many incidents. Like, if you're on a track day, you shouldn't be that fucking close to anyone anyway, should you? Like, how could you be?
It happens, mate. It happens more in track days because there's so many knobbers just doing this.
Well, that's true.
But if racing has it, if racing is mandatory, and you're on track with a load of knobbers, I think that should be. Look, you can buy them for £5, £10. If you want a carbon look one, you can pay £12. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And next, it shows a growler.
Obviously, over the last 11 weeks, we've had some peaks and some troughs and some things and stay and go, and but Show Us Your Growler has definitely been a feature that people have latched onto. Thank you all for sending all your bits in.
I think this is, I've said it a couple of times, my inbox has been smashed. The growlers have been smashed in that inbox. I mean, it's just been every single week, and I'm sorry if we haven't featured them, but it would have been impossible because we've had thousands.
It could be, I mean, it's a show in itself, isn't it? Really?
Yes. Yeah. Maybe Maybe that's another idea. But yes, thank you to everyone who's emailed. I'm sorry I couldn't even reply or to show the growlers on the show, but like I said, it's just been hectic.
But thank you. Yes.
Yes.
So we got a few more for you today, and
we got one.
We're going to kick off.
We got
here.
one more. Yeah, so we got two more.
Yeah.
We got Stephen Bannister. Now Stephen was involved in a motorcycle accident on an 05R1, and as a result had a life or death decision by removing his right leg. But Stephen has a BMW S1000R just 10 months later after his amputation. He's back on the road and he's on that S1000R with an Austin Racing. Fair play, Stephen. And he says his closing line is, we are a special lot indeed, as most would just give in on life, never mind riding again. That it perfectly sums up motorcycling.
Yeah.
So get well soon, Stephen. I'm sure you're well enough now, but I don't think you can get well.
Get even better.
Get even better, yeah. And this is Michael Moss, and he's showing us a picture of his Hitachi digger with a big gaping growler on. Thanks, Michael Moss. Just while we're on the subject of shout outs and emails and growlers and stuff, thought I'd give you a special shout out because Chrissy Babe has been on at me again. He's just reminded me. He wrote to me and says, "Hiya Al, please could I ask a favour and do a shout out to my mate Largy. He is possibly your biggest fan and one that put me and many other onto you guys. He definitely is a bit of a tit, but is also desperate to be considered a biker." That sounds like a wind up. But anyway, shout out to Largy from Chrissy Babe.
Big up the Largy. So now, after 11 weeks of sweat, some sweat, a bit of sweat, it's Fat Chat. I mean, it's safe to say...
It's good news and bad news.
It's good, yeah. I didn't reach the goal, but the goal was quite intense. 95, that was a drop of 14 kilos.
Yeah.
That's a big ask.
Especially with all the shit you've been eating.
Yeah.
We've been eating, should I say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But halfway there ain't bad. Well, over halfway there, actually.
Well, you're going to...
Oh, right, yeah. Well, I will divulge. Yeah, I mean, I'm very happy, but I'm also just a bit frustrated because this morning, the last weigh in, and I've been desperate to get into double figures. So this morning, I sent you the pictures, didn't I?
Yeah, I woke up to a picture of his schlong sort of waving in the reflection of the mirror on the...
I didn't check that.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
But yes, so this morning, amazingly and frustratingly, I was 100.00.
AKA 100.
100 on the nose. So even just like 10 grams off would have probably dropped me into the... I then tried to force a piss out, like cut some hair, have a shave. Anyway, it is what it is. You can trick things as much as you want, but overall, I'm extremely happy with the progress, and I think I think we touched on this last week or the week before. I think I've made enough conscious... It's in my conscious now, not to just smash out a takeaway all the time and go, actually, I'll have that, and I think I'm there now to look after it. So hopefully, slowly, the weight will just keep dribbling off, and then fit for racing, which is actually happening in a couple of weeks. So,
well, in theory, this week.
Yeah.
But yes, I had a good week. I'm 99.6, which is again the lightest I've been. I cannot stress enough how addicted I am to mini eggs, and it's not even a joke anymore. It's quite worrying, and I just hope.
Didn't you have an incident today?
Oh, thanks for So 3 consecutive service stations I stopped at because I needed my hit. I needed my mini eggs, and 3 of them didn't have any freaking mini eggs. So I felt so dirty for it after, but I had to put those new Galaxy. What are they called? Galaxy eggs.
Don't know, but we smashed them earlier.
We smashed them earlier, but they're not even...
So did you not feel that you got your hit?
No. And also, there's a couple of people on Twitter who posted pictures to me of mini eggs in the fridge.
That's like Gary.
That is... Gary puts anything in the fridge.
Gary does put everything in the fridge.
You're asking for trouble there. You're asking for a trip to the dentist.
That's a crack tooth,
That's a crack tooth.
Well, look, speaking of this...
Yeah.
And...
Oh...
As it's Easter...
Is it... You haven't, Chrissy. Is that what the box was? Chrissy.
And because you're my best mate,
Chrissy. Oh, Chrissy! See, I asked him earlier. He bought this.
Happy Easter, mate. Your jacket stinks. I really don't want it.
I said, "What's that cardboard box you're bringing over?" And he's like, "Oh, it's just an empty box. I'm just putting stuff in it." Oh, Chris. Now I feel like a right twat.
Well, where's mine? Go on then, tuck in.
Oh my God!
Get your fix. Yeah. Are you going to give me one?
Yeah, right. Oh wow!
I love egg. Oh. I'm assuming there'll be packets in there.
There's a packet and an egg.
Well, let's just do that.
Yeah.
This is lovely. Do you have a preference of colour?
No, don't care. I just literally the most I can do is 5 at a time.
In the mouth.
Any more than 5, I don't get the. Sometimes I bite my gums
So here's my friend.
Sorry,
he had a Malteser fetish, not in a sexual way. However, this is a sexual story-ish. Here's a question: how many Maltesers do you think one could fit inside their foreskin? And this is a genuine thing. Do you know the answer?
I know, yeah.
The answer, and this happened before my very eyes, is 14. One at a time. He says 18, but I don't think there was 18 in there. And he just popped them in, and then they all started melting, and then sort of congealed into like a honeycomb mess. His sister was in the room as well. These are pretty good, actually, aren't they? I remember them. I don't like hard things in my mouth, but I remembered these shells being harder than this, and that put me off because I have a dental thing. I went to the dentist today. Let's not talk about that.
No. Oh my God.
Well, that concludes nicely that chat.
Right. So, this week on social media, excuse me, I'm deleting my nails. This week on social media, we gave a shout out for questions for a special segment this week to commemorate the final show. Well, in its current guise. It's a bit of a Q&A. So,
yeah, opportunity for you guys to get involved. Some of these questions we might take onto the Stereo app after this.
Yes.
But yeah, we've had some bangers.
Absolute bangers. There's so many. I mean, I just literally stopped at one. Nick Taylor on Facebook says, "What is your dream test or race? Bikes, locations, and testers, etc."
I haven't seen that one before, so you've probably had a chance to think about it.
I've literally just seen it now, but
okay.
I think I would go for Phillip Island on some 500 GP bikes with the cast of the MotoGP or of the 500 crew. So Rainey, Doohan, Schwantz, Mackenzie, McCown, all that lot at Phillip Island. We live in the 80s and 90s. That's what I do.
Okay, so not achievable now, like just sort of fantasy.
I'm just going fantasy.
I quite like a bit more reality, and my favourite events are a bit like that Bridgestone S22 launch at Jerez, where you wake up in the morning, you've got every possible sexual superbike you could possibly ever want to ride on some brand new fresh rubber, and then people just keep chucking tyres at you all day long, and you can just go and absolutely hoon it about and have a laugh with your mates.
Tyre launches are so good, aren't they?
They are good. I mean, yes, GP bikes, and I've never been to Phillip Island, but it looks pretty cool. But yeah. Oh, sorry.
You have it.
No, sorry.
Has he touched it?
There's one in there.
I know.
Oh, I thought. So ungrateful.
Mark Stevenson on Facebook says, "When is Chris going to admit he's the taker? When Al farts, it rasps. And sharts probably. When Chris farts, it goes all woo. Only slack hoops go woo."
No, that is not true. My farts are like
they are actually
tin drum.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Tight. Yours are an absolute.
Yeah.
Yours are like a cough.
Would you rather have willies for fingers or willies for toes? Thanks, Samuel
Willies for
Massey.
toes.
Yeah, it's got to be in there.
You do too much with your fingers.
Tom Wood says, "If you were approached by the BBC to do a Top Gear style bike show, would you accept or stay true to yourself the way you've worked and hard to create yourselves? Cheers for the lockdown entertainment."
I'd bite their arm off. Personally.
Yeah, I think there's got to be. There's some caveats. We will always be doing this. I don't want to be as in what we do
Bands.
now, the banter stuff, and the YouTube stuff for all I like, because we can get away with a lot more in here than we could anywhere else.
Well, you say that,
yeah, you said,
but actually now,
as I say, Netflix now, for instance,
Netflix is like you can do what
you can say
anything you want. Whereas YouTube, you can't even really talk about anything that's part of the sort of censored media-scape. So, a year or two ago, I would have said exactly the same thing. But now, having seen the landscape, it's just fucking bonkers. But yeah, I would absolutely, I'd love that. But not BBC. A Netflix show would be the absolute creme de la creme.
Yeah. Regardless of that,
spatchcock chicken.
Chicken spatchcock. Regardless of what
butterfly
happens,
prawn.
We'd always be doing what we're doing. I don't want to ever change the way we do it.
No, the regularity
if we had
might
to change it,
flux.
Yeah, but if we had to change it, I wouldn't do it. If we couldn't be ourselves, I wouldn't do it.
No.
Dan Nash says, pick one bike to ride for the rest of your life. Hardest question ever, this.
Well, it would have been a GS Adventure, but now it might be a Multistrada, and now it might be the rumours. Would this have been in the news about the Pikes Peak version with the 17-inch front wheel and the single-sided swing arm? Have you seen those spy pics?
Yeah.
So that was a week or so ago. Yeah, so maybe one of them.
I probably would say a Super Duke. New Super Duke, that's what I'd say.
Saved by the Bell. That's the dentist, they can fuck off.
Answer it, come on.
No, okay. Hello, Chris Eads.
Hello, it's also Dante Practice.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. So the dentist wants to see you this Tuesday. Could you come at 5:30?
Amazing. Yes, that's perfect. Thank you. Brilliant. So just wait. Sorry. So Tuesday at 6 p.m.
No, 5:30.
Oh, 5:30.
Yeah.
Good job. I double checked. Okay, perfect.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
See, I told you. Answer it. It's good, isn't it?
It's good.
Thank me later. That's my present to you, mate.
Stop trying to wheedle out the fact you didn't buy me a fucking Easter egg to celebrate the resurrection of God's child.
Dan Lever and everyone else on Facebook says, will there ever be another 44 Teeth track day? Simple answer, yes, 100%. But just when?
Will there be another track day? Full stop.
But yes, as soon as we can do one, we will. I don't want to do one in the UK because it's
boring
and the weather's shit. So
no GoPros.
We want to do another proper summer holiday like we did last time. We're still in contact with a lot of the guys who were there as well. I like to call some of my friends as well, which is nice. So
some of them.
Some of them.
Not that guy.
No,
not
well
annoying.
But yes, 100%. Christopher Coleman says, if you were to throw a baguette like a javelin and a naan like a frisbee from a balcony, which would travel furthest?
Naan. Definitely. 100%. You'd get the rotational mass and the uplift of that naan spinning. There's no aero. That baguette, there's no aero on that. There's not enough weight on it.
If you threw it, if you could do a cheaty throw with a baguette, you might get away with it. But
if you span the baguette, cartwheel.
I say if there was someone from the ICC or what are they called, the International Athletics community there looking at you, and you get caught cheating with a baguette, then there might be an issue. But it could be. I don't know. Yeah, naan.
Well, let's try it.
Nah.
Well, that was an exciting Q&A. I think you'll agree. Very useful information about the motorcycle industry. And that's almost wrapping it up. We've got to go and pick up our children and do life things and get back into the horrors of life. Are you looking forward? I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also a bit scared.
Because I mean, you've always sometimes been on about the lockdown thing, and your life hasn't changed much.
Oh, it has.
Has it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait, and I just can't. Like we were talking the other day, you said you weren't too sure whether that hustle and bustle of a pub and everyone walking shoulder to shoulder and barging through will ever happen again or will happen soon. I'm like, yeah, it'll happen this year. I think it'll happen this year.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think people's minds have changed.
Yes.
Like the thought of doing that, I never liked that anyway, particularly. So I would just choose to go somewhere that wasn't like that.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm sure there will be places like that, but
In answer to your question, I cannot wait to get going again.
Nor can I. I'm sure there's lots of people out there who are a little bit apprehensive. Like, fuck, what was it like?
Yeah.
And thank you for the lovely comments on last week's video. I appreciate you a lot. Thanking you very much. I do have some ideas about setting something up. I don't have it formalised yet, so I'm not going to blurt out. I want to figure out exactly what I'm presenting, but it will be, I want to do something for people like me and lots of you guys who do struggle, but I don't want it to be like come, let's sit in a circle. It's so not a typical charity thing, much cooler than that, but more sort of real and honest and just simple. But more news on that maybe coming in the full shows as we develop. Oh, that's him now. Come in!
Well, we've been here for like another 20 minutes thinking of a mass debate and we can't. And it's probably quite poignant, isn't it? Let's leave it on a positive note.
Yeah, let's not argue.
No, let's not argue.
We're brothers.
We're brothers from another...
Mother.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're your brothers and sisters. Well, no, we're not your sisters.
No, we're the brothers.
You're our sisters.
Yeah.
Our sisters. You're not our sisters. You are
our.
I'm communicating to like the two girls that watch this to include both sexes.
There's loads more, mate.
Is there?
We've got a big female following.
Oh, right,
yes.
Right. It's probably the wigs.
Probably.
And our fruity fragrances. Yeah. But yes, so a massive thank you for really, making this a success. I think this has been one of the best things we've ever done.
Yes. That and Budget Bike Battle.
Yeah.
As you said, seminal moments in our history.
Yes, and couldn't have done it without you, really. So thank you.
And I just hope let's hope the lockdown actually ends soon, and we're all allowed to do what we can do, riding and visiting family and friends, and riding bikes and motocross,
hugging our grandparents.
Hugging. Just I can't wait to. Anyway, but just to sort of mirror what Chris said. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we will see you again very soon. Just not sure when in this thing.
But we're trying as hard as we can to work that out. So, see you soon, Burgundy people.
Arrivederci.